We have a star on the show with us today. Heads up there, Judge. Judge Jeanine Pirro has joined us. She has a new Fox Nation special out, Sanctuary America. It looks at the real impact of the migrant crime crisis. Take a look at this. Quick preview.
Dominic was my only child. He proudly always told everybody he's a mama's boy.
A mama's boy, she would learn, who was killed by a man who had no business being in this country, much less behind the wheel.
One of the officers that was first on scene, he recognized Dominic. He walked up to me and he said, "Do you know what happened that day?" And I said, "Well, accident. The guy turned in front of Dominic and hit him, almost head on." He said, "Well, it was an illegal alien."
Judge Jeanine is with us now. What does it take to end sanctuary status for cities and states?
You know, that is a great question, and I think that is a question that a lot of Americans are now asking, given that there are many women and men and family members who are living without family members, killed by people who had no right to be in this country in the first place. So in this Fox Nation special, we go into when was the first sanctuary city, whose idea was it, and what can we do about it? What's interesting, Stuart, is that some of the elected officials will say, no, we're really not sanctuary, when they are. I think it goes down to the police departments. Who's in charge of the police department? If the mayor can tell the police department, we have to follow sanctuary policies, which means we do not notify ICE, we do not hold people on a detainer, and we protect illegals. And make no mistake, to all the viewers out there, sanctuary means that if an illegal commits a crime in a jurisdiction, they will not arrest, they will not give them to the feds, and they will not deport them. I wonder, you know, what about equal protection? Maybe you ought to give American criminals the same benefit.
Well, can the federal government end sanctuary status in cities and states, or does it have to be the locales that reverse course?
It has to be the locales, because the locales are the ones who have the defendants, and then they make the decision that they're not going to tell the feds. So you talk to ICE and they'll say, we don't even know about it. Or when I was a DA, they would put in a detainer. I'd tell my guys, you hold this guy, you know, for 72 hours until they show up. Now what the local police are doing is they'll say, let them out the side door. Don't tell them when they're coming. Don't tell them when our guy is leaving. And Americans every day are suffering. Stuart, in New York City, Tren de Aragua, I'm sure you know too. They're on those motorbikes. These are people who want to take down cops. Firemen in this country are now looking for police protection because their uniforms are being misinterpreted by Tren de Aragua as police.
Is there any such thing as a sanctuary city or state run by Republicans, or is this entirely a Democratic thing?
Well, I would say it's well over 90% Democrat. There are some Republicans in Democrat districts who won't make a decision. Look, New York State, New York City, but you go to certain counties and those counties will say, to hell with this, we're taking care of law and order. And that's why we need a president who's going to make sure that these laws are respected. And you got to see this special because these mothers break your heart.
They would indeed. Judge Jeanine, we shall watch. It's on Fox Nation, and we appreciate you being with us on our show this morning.
Good to be with you guys.
Good to
Miss
see you.
you.